May your weapons be sharp, and your prey fresh. Lead them. You have my steel. An orc follows to the death. Fine. Let's trade then. Go where the challenge is greatest.
Come to purchase ebony? Our gloom-bound mine runs thick with black veins. The blessings of the mine have been many, but I have no mate to share them. How about a test? Your muscle against mine. The victor gains 100 gold coins from the loser. This will be good training. Let's go. Come on, let's see what you're made of. That's all you've got? Oh! You bested me, an orc chief. Impressive. That you have. Here. May your next fight bring you victory, friend. Been married many times, but the gods keep taking them from me.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling. Lead us to our next task.
Yes.
Fight well.
What now? What are you looking at?
It's late, Outlander. Come back in the morning if you need to spend coin.
Sleep well? Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod, Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old Crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight, problem. You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay. Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire. Am I to take your silence as acceptance? Then you know where we stand. Make your kill and we're square. Repayment of your debt is but a discreet knife thrust away.
Whoever this is, clearly we got off on the wrong foot. But no worries. This is not the first time I have been bagged and dragged. Varja, at your service. Obtainer of goods, taker of lives, and defiler of daughters. Have you not heard of me? Perhaps I will have my people carve my name in your corpse as a reminder. Me? Are you serious? Fool, don't you get it? I live in the shadow of death every day. A knife in every doorway. A knocked arrow on every rooftop. If one of my enemies would not pay to have me killed, I would take it as a personal insult. Tell you what, you release me and I promise my associates will not hunt you down like an animal.
What's happening? Damn it, what are you doing? None of your damn business who I am. If you're going to kill me, just do it already. Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now, I would spit right in your face. Excuse me, what kind of question is that? I'm kneeling here with my hands bound and a sack over my head, and you have the gall to ask me that? What do you think, genius? I don't have time for this.
Oh, God, please, let me live. I'll do anything you want. I can hear you talking out there. Please, let me go. I've done nothing to you. My name is Full-Time. I'm a soldier. Well, mercenary, really. You know, a sellsword. I've lived in Skyrim all my life. That's all. I'm a nobody, really. So, can't you just let me go? What? Oh, God. I don't want to die. Okay, well, I guess it's possible. I've been selling my sword arm for years now. Killed a lot of people. Could be someone wanted revenge. But you're not going to kill me, right? What did I do? Please, whatever it is, I'm sorry.
The fearless wife and mother and the underhanded Khajiit. Had to be one of them, right? Interesting choice. When most would speak, you listen. You think. You understand that the only thing that matters is you following my orders. To kill. Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home.
Is this about that raid last week? I told Holgrim there was no honor in killing sleeping men, but he wouldn't listen.
Befuddled! Stuck here! Stuck! My mother, my poor mother! Unmoving, helpless, but too still. Oh, poor Cicero is stuck. Can't you see? I was transporting my dear, sweet mother. Well, not her. Her corpse. She's quite dead. I'm taking Mother to a new home, a new crypt, but... Ah! Wagon wheel! Damnedest wagon wheel! It broke. Don't you see? Oh! Oh, yes! Yes, the kindly stranger can certainly help. Go to the farm, the Lorius farm, just over there, off the road. Talk to Lorius. He has tools. He can help me. But he won't. He refuses. Convince Lorius to fix my wheel. Do that, and poor Cicero will reward you with coin. Gleamy, shiny coin.
Hey! You have a grim look. Go where the challenge is greatest.
Oh, for the love of Mara, what now? That Cicero fella? Huh, tell me something I don't know. Crazy fool's already asked me about 5 times. Seems he's not satisfied with my answer. Why can't he just leave us alone? Pay me? You think this is about money? Have you seen the man? He's completely out of his head. A jester here in Skyrim? Ain't been a merry man in these parts for 100 years. And he's transporting some giant box. Says it's a coffin, and he's going to bury his mother. Mother, my eye. Could have anything in there. War contraband, weapons, skooma. Ain't no way I'm getting involved in any of that. What? And just who in Mara's name are you, anyway? Hmm? Come here, telling me my business. And for what? To help a fool? Look, yes, you're right. Feller might be nutters, might not. The fact is, he needs help. I turn him away. What kind of a man am I, huh? Look, thanks. And I'm sorry for my unneighborly reaction. If you talk to Cicero, you be sure to tell him I'll be down to help soon. Can a man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here! Poor mother! Her home seems so very far. You did? He has? Oh, stranger! You have made Cicero so happy, so jubilant and ecstatic, but more, even more, my mother thanks you. Here for your troubles, shiny, clinky gold. A few coins for your kind deed, and thank you again.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands... Oh. Let's see here. There's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Riften. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
An amulet of Mara? You're looking for marriage, then?
An orc follows to the death.
Lead on,
Malakath,
then.
witness our deeds.
I will wait Felorius. Oh, yes. Mother and I will wait right here until he fixes our wheel.
You need something?
Ah, at last. I hope you found the place all right. Well, what happens now is you start part of the family after all. This, as you can see, is our sanctuary. You won't find a safer place in all of Skyrim. So get comfortable. Yes. The silence suits you. Gives you an air of mystery. Now, down to business. I'm arranging a job for you. But in the meantime, go talk to Nazir. He may have some smaller contracts to tide you over. Soon, the Night Mother will arrive. And things around here are sure to get even more interesting. Ah, but one last thing. A welcome home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood. May it serve you well in all your endeavors. Be sure and introduce yourself to your new family members. They're all very eager to meet you.
Again. Do the part where he tries to buy you some candy.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Oh, you're such a pretty little girl. Would the sweetie like a sweetie? Oh yes, how about some shopping? Oh yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me all alone, and I'm so very hungry. I know a shortcut to the candy shop, through this alley. Oh yeah, very good, very good. My, it's dark down here. Oh, but you're so beautiful, such a lovely smile. Your teeth! No!
So bad, but you are so wicked.
What about you, Festus? How did that last contract turn out?
Oh, yes, please, old man. Regale us with your tales of wizardry.
Ah, the young and stupid. Always mocking the experienced and brilliant. My contract went very well, I'll have you know. Tried a new spell. A little something I've been working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out. Damned messy.
And what of your latest, Arnbjorn? Something about a Khajiit. Merchant, was it?
Oh, a big doggy chasing a little kitty. How adorable.
I am not adorable. It was not funny, and he wasn't a merchant. He was a Khajiit monk, a master of the Whispering Fang style. But now he's dead, and I have a new loincloth.
So you're the newest member of our dwindling, dysfunctional little family. I've heard quite a bit about you. Ah, going for the mysterious and brooding thing, huh? That may work for your targets, but you'll find I'm not so easily impressed. Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure. It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either. But they'll keep you busy. Just do them as you're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere. You can turn each one in as it's completed, or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated, whichever works for you. Well then, let's get started. I've got 3 available right now. So many contracts, so little time.
New brother, may I offer my most sincere welcome to our family. You certainly have a strange energy about you. I look forward to following your progress. What a curious question. Well, I enjoy moonlit nights, taking long walks on the beach, knitting, and unicorns. In fact, I once took a seaside stroll on a moonlit night and discovered a unicorn, which I proceeded to stab in the throat with a crochet needle. I'm a woman of refined yet simple tastes. Walk always in the shadow of Sithis.
There you are. Astrid's told me all about you. Heard you pulled the old choose your victim gag with you. Ah, I love that one. You're going to love it here. We have a lot of fun, and we look out for each other, just like any family. I'm just a little girl. The Dark Brotherhood killed my mama and papa, and then they took me captive. Please, please help me. Rather convincing, don't you think? In truth, I'm no more a little girl than you are. I was once, of course, 300 years ago. Vampirism tends to keep one remarkably fresh. Have fun.
Welcome, my brother. Welcome to our sanctuary. You have made the right choice joining us, I assure you. You just trust in Astrid, follow her orders, and you'll do fine here. Once I was a Shadowscale, an assassin in service to the King of Blackmarsh, trained by the Dark Brotherhood since the day of my hatching. Ah, but that was a lifetime ago. Today, I am the last of my kind. My order is extinct. Now, I happily serve Astrid in this sanctuary. I am a trained killer, and once again have been given purpose. Life is good. Kill well and often.
Still here? What's the matter? Can't handle what I'm throwing your way?
Well, well, it's raw meat. Oh, my beautiful wife has told me all about you. I'll give you a week before you end up dead in a ditch. Look, if you're trying to get to know me, don't. I don't like you, and I never will. It's nothing personal, but my wife trusts you, and I trust her judgment, so you can't be all bad. Here's all you need to know. I'm a werewolf. I like killing things. I love Astrid. I hate annoying people. And the color blue gives me a headache. Kill well and often.
Got to admit, I find the Night Mother's presence comforting. He lives just outside Anga's mill in the woods. He was once the miller. Now Papias is just a paranoid recluse who thinks someone is out to get him. And he's right. She separated from her husband several months ago. Now the two run competing mining operations. Bathild's angry and desperate, a fighter. He's a hapless beggar living in some ruins just outside the village of Iverstead. Easy, even for you. Ah, well, I'm Redguard, as I'm sure you've noticed. Though not like most of my kind you'll find in Skyrim. That's for damn sure. I am a child of Hammerfell, born of the sands of the mighty Alakir. In that great desert, blood is a shade of crimson I can scarce describe. My past is long and storied, and not altogether proud. But the Dark Brotherhood saved me from myself, and I have never looked back. You've got people to kill, my friend. Best get to it.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract for you yet. The Unholy Matron, the Shrouded Lady, the Mistress of the Void, she goes by many names. Ages past, Sithis gave a woman 5 children. She killed them to win his favor, thus becoming the Night Mother. If you believe that sort of thing. Today, she's a skeleton. An ancient corpse. But more importantly, a corpse that's been brought to this sanctuary by her keeper. Yes. A few months ago, I received word from the Night Mother's keeper that he had arrived in Skyrim from Cyrodiil. The Night Mother's crypt in Bravil was destroyed, a result of the chaos caused by the war with the Thalmor. That forced a relocation. I don't know where the keeper has been these past few months, but I recently received another letter. He's bringing the Night Mother here. Soon. They used to come from the Night Mother. Potential clients would perform the Black Sacrament, and she would hear their prayers. The Night Mother would communicate this to the listener, who would then dispatch a speaker to arrange the contract with the client. But that was a long time ago. There hasn't been a listener in years. Not since Cyrodiil was overrun in the war with the Thalmor. But people don't know that, so they still perform the ritual. And we eventually hear about it. When someone wants us, we find out. Try not to, but I do realize it's sometimes not that easy. You may want to make a statement, or a contract may require a public killing. Murder is obviously a very serious crime, and a very high bounty will be put on your head in the hold where the act was committed. You can run, obviously, but you'll still have a price on your head. If a guard attacks, you can attempt to yield by sheathing your weapon. If the guard accepts, you can serve your time in a cell or pay your bounty. We've all gone through it. We do what we must to survive. But there is another option. Some members of the Thieves' Guild in Riften can get their bounties erased for a price. Something to think about. Used to be the Dark Brotherhood was bound by 5 tenets, but we stopped following those years ago. All those rules, all that discipline, and look where the Dark Brotherhood ended up. We're the last of our kind, and we live the way we see fit. Bottom line, respect your family. Do that, and everything else will fall into place. This sanctuary has been my entire life since I was a young woman. That's when I first discovered my, shall we call it, aptitude for elimination. I had an uncle, you see. He made certain unwanted advances. So I killed him. and liked it. Then I killed again, and liked it even more, and so on. I was recruited by the Dark Brotherhood, and have been here ever since. I met my husband, Arnbjorn, rose to leadership, and now, here we are. Be sure and introduce yourself to your new family members. They're all very eager to meet you.
An orc follows to the death. Fine. Let's trade then. Go where the challenge is greatest. Need something?
I used to wander the corners of Skyrim like you. I miss those days. I do. There's a freedom the roads give you that the Stronghold does not. But I have a place here, and I wouldn't want to dishonor my clan by leaving again like some young pup. Me? I'm Borguk's brother. I came back after serving many years in the Legion. By then, Borguk had already become chief, and he welcomed me home as family, not as rival as is tradition. I did. I was known as Gorbish Gordushnik in those days, in honor of my homeland. Many orcs leave the Stronghold to join the Legion. They welcome our skill in battle and smithing, and we welcome the chance to see the world.
Orc poisons are to be feared if you wish to trade. We have lived in Skyrim since before the Nords came. Our way is simple. All work to make the tribes strong. Only the bravest are allowed to lead and to marry. A great chief is able to attract many wives and raise bold children. Wise women like myself are mothers of chieftains. We guide the tribe and advise our kin on what is most pleasing to Malakath. All right. I am the huntswife of this stronghold. Merble knows many poisons and cures if you need them.
This better be good.
This one needs something?
Yes. Need something?
You should see my mother, Shara. Need a cure or a poison. I envy you, Outlander. You can choose to leave if you wish. Soon, I will be of age. The taste is bitter. I am Lorik Stoke. Soon I'll be of age and will be sent to marry an orc chief in some distant stronghold. Until then, I train. My new home will need strength, and my new sisters must know I am not weak when I arrive. That amulet. I've seen the Nords wear these when they're looking to marry. With your strength, you should have no trouble. You need my strength again. Join the Legion one day. Daughter marries who her chief wishes. It ensures the stronghold receives a fair trade in goods for my absence. I used to look forward to the day when I was of age, to see new places and people. But now it feels like a cage. Yes, but I must stay here and wait for the day when I'll be married and sent to another stronghold. It is our way. And I am proud to follow my people's traditions. But I can't help but feel chained. I couldn't. It would shame my chief, and my mother, and foremothers. That is a fine idea. The stronghold would need the gold when I left to marry anyway. I am ready when you are. Lead then. You have my steel. My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling. Fine. Let's trade then. Malakath, witness our dealings.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngeir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Yeek! Lota! Whoosh! Well done. Again. Yeek! Lota! Whoosh! quickly. Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. The others do not speak. Their voices are too powerful for you to withstand. You will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind. Wold. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori, and he will gift you his knowledge. Yes. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wulfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. X. Wolf. Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... No, indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ustengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice. You will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men.
Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kynareth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kynareth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way. We study the way of the voice according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill. 5. Our leader, Paarthurnax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kynareth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. Sky above, voice within.
An amulet of Mara? It is a lonely thing, facing all the dangers of Skyrim by yourself. Come and find me, if you decide that you miss my companionship.
That amulet. I've seen the Nords wear these when they're looking to marry. With your strength, you should have no trouble. You need my strength again, I'll be home. May your weapons be sharp. Lead then. You have my steel.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. We know you are the false Dragonborn. You shall not stand in the way of the true Dragonborn's return. He comes soon, and we shall offer. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. Find them.
We'll find him.
Who are you? What do you want? Do you want something? Look, if you ain't gonna talk, or spare no coin, just go away!
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Please, just leave me be!
You have committed crimes against Scott.
I'm getting out. Yeah!
On your way up the 7,000 steps.
Guess it's all clear.
Yeah? Until next time.
Why are you here? Get away from me! Who are you? You're with the Dark Brotherhood, ain't you? I knew it! I knew you'd come for me! By the gods, somebody help me!
So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one. Take a look. Lead you to warm sands. Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale.
What do you need? Don't like those eyes you got. There's a bad hunger for them.
Let's move faster. The sun is... It's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Yes?
My blood's calm. Fine. Let's trade then. Fine. Let's trade then. Malakath, witness our deeds. My blood's calm. Fine. Let's trade then. Malakath. Witness our deeds.
Yes?
My blood? Fine. Let's trade then. Malik. Witness our deeds.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
An orc follows to the death. Go.
Then a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum. Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belonged to the Mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the Mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago. That museum is a mistake.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. And here you are. Good. Come in, browse the display and let's talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Myth... Those robes were worn during the Mythic Dawn secret meetings, where they plotted to bring the Daedra Mehrunes Dagon into Tamriel. Each bolt of yarn used to make the robe was colored with a dye, made from sacrificial blood. Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Camoran. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Camoran used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever. Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business? They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of change, destruction, and ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' Razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders. And the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The Razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Good luck finding the fragments.
I'm really not in the mood. State your business or take your leave. I've a mine to run, so if you'll excuse me. I'm busy.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Ironbreaker Mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver Mine, and its fathead owner. You're wrong to come here, stranger. No rest in Dawnstar.
divine's sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's proud of his service, Skald. The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
Are you all right? You seem tired.
I'm fine, Horik. Are you worried about this war?
No. If we must fight, we will. And you will lead us to victory, as you always have.
With you by my side. Is that right, Horik?
Of course. I would have it no other way.
So much for old soldiers settling down to a life of luxury, eh?
Unless you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Need something?
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fluki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I will. Thank you.
Need something?
Need something?
Your skin's as pale as
What
the
troubles
snow.
you, my son?
You scared of sunlight or something?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bard in all of Dawnstar. Me.
Neat.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult. The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her.
I heard something.
I feel.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep. I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike. The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all. Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. Once we get inside, all will become clear.
Oh, what is it?
Stop! The name of the York is down.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim. Smart man. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
What are you doing that for?
Need something? What have you done to yourself? I cannot work with you in this state, Night Walker. I assumed you were here to see me about your face, to have it sculpted into something more artful than nature has bestowed upon you. But my techniques only work on the living, not those that have crossed over into undead.
Yes?
Yeah?
I need you to do me a favor.
What are you doing? For?
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with?
You have a grim look. Go where the challenge is greatest.
Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
What's that?
Found you!
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over... Here. Behold the Skull of Corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes. We must reach the inner sanctum and destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
There you are!
Never should have.
Wait! We're still under attack!
This way, my son. priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Straw. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. I assure you, the Dream Stride is well known in Verminian lore. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated. I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
Sleeping? No. Burn the temple. Kill the priest. Is someone there?
Stop them!
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the Torpor. Well done. I wasn't certain you'd even know what to look for. I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink. Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vaermina could be doing to those. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works. Let's continue. We still have much to do.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Baron.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vaermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vaermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thorin, we must remain...
Agreed.
And what might you...
I'll skin you alive!
Just give up! You can't win! Worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed. My reverence for Vaermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come. We must get to the skull and destroy it.
Victory for Sovngarde!
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? And had they succeeded, Dawnstar's fate would be sealed. You have a unique way of looking at things, my friend. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vaermina commands you.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me. Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me. In time, I believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here. There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you.
us?
An orc follows to the death. us to our next task. My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
Twice as hard as that fat-headed leg elf has declared war.
We're at war with Leg Elf? Isn't he your husband?
No, he isn't. He's the enemy, and we are going to crush him.
Drafted into a war. How could my life get worse?
Ironbreaker mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver mine, and it's fat-headed.
Just a servant of Skald the Elder.
The nightmares in Dawnstar have lifted, and I hear you helped that happen. You have my thanks. Giants are a common problem in the Pale. The Empire always demanded I leave them be, but the Empire isn't here now. Go and slay one of the beasts. And let them know that Dawnstar is not to be trifled with. I'm counting on you. Good luck with the giant. Don't get stepped on.
Who's there? You knew I heard something.
Must have run off.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years. Guess it's off, I suppose. I work for the Wind Peak Inn. I should head on inside. I help my husband Rustleaf run the forge. He's a marvel with steel. Married Rustleaf when he was in Hammerfell, apprenticing under my father.
I wasn't born in Skyrim, but when I served the Legion, this land...
Yes? Alright, let's see what you have.
Yet?
cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Need something?
Need something?
You're not as dumb as you look. You've shown those monsters that they will no longer be tolerated in the Pale. Good work. Here, a reward from your Jarl. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Just a servant of Skald the Elder.
Oh, sorry. No houses for sale in Dawnstar right now. But I could sell you land in the hold where you could build your own house. Wonderful. I'll sleep better knowing you're watching the Southern Marches. Here's the title to your steading. Just follow the road south from Dawnstar, past Fort Dunstad. Then head south. The land is near Giant's Gap, right on the border with Whiterun Hold. You'll almost be inside of the Lorius farm, in fact. Until next time.
Speak.
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword, dull old.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. We should head on inside.
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bard in all of Dawnstar. Me.
Need something?
Aye. The blade can be as lethal as the spell.
I'm sorry.
But deadlier
My mind was just somewhere else.
Who wields both.
Do you need a room? Drink? Good day.
Need something? All right, then.
Aye.
Ours is to smile at your passing, friend.
This is a local favorite, and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
Need something? Need something?
Good day.
Good to see you again, friend.
Hi. Aye.
As he told of bold battles and gold he had made.
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings.
Good afternoon.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
What do you need? Need a dagger? No? How about a claymore? My wife Sarah and I run it together. She's still Smith's, even though we found out she is with child. Our son or daughter isn't going to get much Redguard culture here in Skyrim. I know my wife worries how she will pass along her traditions. Hey, if you find a book called Night Falls on Sentinel, could you bring it to me? It's a story from my wife's people. Be good to have. Good on you. Come back if you need steel. Don't do that.
Need something?
That amulet. I've seen the Nords wear these when they're looking to marry. With your strength, you should have no trouble. You're strong, clever. I'd be proud to face the challenges of life with you, if you feel the same way. And mine is yours. My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling.
Need something?
Blessings of Mara upon you. You wish to be married? It's good to see love blossoming even during these difficult times. Your wedding will be held tomorrow, from dawn until dusk. Don't be late. You don't want to miss your own wedding. May you return to her benevolence in safety. How may I help you, my son?
Yes?
This ceremony is so different from an orc marriage. Less blood. This ceremony is so different from an orc marriage. Less blood.
Do you need something?
Ah, here's the proud groom now. Let's begin the ceremony. It was Mara that first gave birth to all of creation and pledged to watch over us as her children. It is from her love of us that we first learned to love one another. It is from this love that we learn that a life lived alone is no life at all. We gather here today under Mara's loving gaze to bear witness to the union of two souls in eternal companionship. May they journey forth together in this life and in the next, in prosperity and poverty, and in joy and hardship. Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
I do, now and forever.
Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever? under the authority of Mara, the divine of love, I declare this couple to be wed. I present the two of you with these matching rings, blessed by Mara's divine grace. May they protect each of you in your new life together.
Congratulations on your wedding. I'm so happy for both of you. Congratulations.
We face the world together
So
now.
happy for both.
Where should we live? My home is yours. A home for the two of us. I'll meet you there.
Yes, I haven't got all day.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling. Go where the challenge is greatest. Congrat. You have a grim look. You need my strength again. I'll be home. It's pleasing to see you again. Speak. You can ask anything of me, love. Conquer your enemies, my love.
Do you need something?
Speak. You can ask anything of me. Lead then. You have my steel. You have a grim look. Fine. Let's trade then. Lead us to our next task. My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling. A warrior marches on the gut. Here, this should give you strength. I'll cook another tomorrow. Go where the challenge is greatest.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you see it.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling. You have a grim look. My blood's calm. You need my strength again, I'll be home. It's pleasing to see you again. Take a look. Conquer your enemies, my love. Speak. You can ask anything of me, love. Lead then. You have my steel.
If you're one of the Jarl's men, you'll get your lumber. Anga's mill pays its debts. Sorry, I thought Skald the Elder sent you. We've got an order to fill, and he's not known for patience. Look, if you're heading towards Dawnstar anytime soon, can you give the Jarl this note? Let him know he'll get his lumber. Thanks. Doing some building, huh? We can deliver it wherever you need. I'll have them hauled over right away. Doing some building, huh? I'll have them hauled over right away. Doing some building, huh? I'll have them hauled over right away. Doing some building, huh? I'll have them hauled over right away.
My blood's calm. I prefer it boiling.